I'm Panda Naomi, and here with me we have
Panda Mary.
I guess I'm Panda Gory.
Yeah.
That's my initiation panda name.
Yes.
So much panda.
Yeah, so.
We can go by a different name if you'd like.
No,
Yeah.
Panda Gory sounds.
Panda Gory, I like it.
It's got a ring to it.
It's got something to it.
It sounds sort of Latin, like Pandagory.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like that.
I don't know what it would
Like
mean.
allegory.
Yeah,
Panda,
allegory.
yeah, pandemonic,
Yeah.
Pandagory.
When you use panda stories to illustrate human values and concepts.
Yes, Pandagory.
By means of
Pandagory.
panda. I like it.
This is amazing. I like it. Hello, everybody.
So it is Sunday evening.
Yeah, Sunday evening after the 15-minute hurricane.
Yes. Eventful day for Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas strong. Never forget.
We still live.
All right, so
Start
let's
us off with a
see.
disclaimer here.
Yeah, my
Next
disclaimer
screen.
disappeared. All right.
All right. This podcast is entirely run by the community group for the community group. Neither Freeplay Corporate nor any of its employees endorse or even authorize the views expressed on this podcast. The man is the enemy. Hack the Gibson. Disclaimer complete.
Yeah, we've done it. We did our part. Now we get to do whatever we want now, right?
Legal
think so.
obligations
Yeah.
done.
Legal obligations are satisfied.
That was
Freeplay
a
can't get sued for what we say.
yeah, that was a loophole that that's like bulldozer wide loophole right there that we just got.
Yep. We are free. We don't have to talk about Freeplay, but we can.
I mean, we probably will.
Maybe we'll do it a little
So,
bit. I
we-
mean,
we
it's how we
are-
all met, so.
Yeah, we are at Freeplay Richardson on this Sunday evening. We
Chris is being
are-
very nice and waiting on us.
Yay! Thank you, Chris. You're the best.
He loves his pandas.
And what are the pandas? What is the panda embarrassment?
So Panda Embarrassment
This thing
was,
that I'm a part of.
right? Panda Embarrassment is a
What am I a
specific
member of?
group that Freeplay has that is like honored by Chris. He really wants to grow the Freeplay community. He wants it to be open to everyone. He doesn't want it to be a boys club because a lot of these arcade games, you end up getting a lot of competition, a lot of masculine energy.
You don't
we'll
say.
Yeah. So it's a lot
Yes.
of masculine energy, a lot of guys who, rag on each other and aren't always nice to each other, and that's just how it goes. And they just accept that boys aren't nice to boys, and we'll get into the masculine fragility of that later. But we want the Panda Embarrassment to accept everyone, so we are very button mash friendly. We don't, what's your favorite
I mean,
phrase? Of the,
pandas don't have thumbs. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We don't have to use them if we don't want to.
Yeah.
We are all masters
Yes.
in the panda embarrassment.
Absolutely. I have bodied people by being a master, so it works. It is a technique.
She's not lying, folks.
But we definitely do encourage people to learn to whatever standard they want to. If they just want to come in and hit a bunch of buttons and that's their thing, hooray, we're here for you. If you want to start getting better at it and learn the different characters, we'll hook you up with the people who have been doing it for the last 20 years since the game came out, and they remember the original arcades. And then we also help support the kids' games.
Yes.
So we get, the 10-year-old who can play better than the person who's been playing twice as long as the kid's been alive and getting bodied by the kid. It's
Fun to watch.
impressive.
Very fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. What is it? I know his name is Matt, but I don't remember what his nickname
Sonic
is.
Matt?
Sonic Matt. That's the one. I was on stream with him last week before.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, look at the pandas. Yes, probably it.
Hey, that's us.
I love it.
So I have a question. So one of my favorite features of the, this isn't just the Panda Embarrassment, but I guess the tournament events that we have here at Freeplay is the 2-on-2 format.
The pro with the amateur.
Yes.
the-
So whose genius idea was that?
I believe that was Chris.
As far as
I
I
think
Okay,
that
that
was
was
all Chris because
Mr. Dope.
the entire time I've known him about 5 years now, he has been the kind of individual who wants people to learn and join into the various communities that he's associated with, and he wants everyone comfortable. He knows that, you can't have a tournament in this sort of setting and foster newbies.
Right. Well, I mean, you can
If you're
have
just
good
getting squished.
You can have good intentions all you want, but if the format doesn't allow
because
anybody
Absolutely.
back in the day, it used to be a a regular format tournament.
Yeah.
It was. I came in and I got smashed every week, and it was fine because I'm okay with getting smashed. But it's
Cheers
not
to
as
that.
it's not as much fun if you're just like, well, I'm going to go and I will be kicked out in the first round, and then I'll watch everybody else do things that I have no idea how they're doing.
Absolutely, and you're never
So-
going to get better if you only play that one single round where you lost.
Yeah. So Chris came up with this format. I don't know how long after we started doing like the Tuesday night fights and the tournament style stuff. It wasn't that long after, but he figured this out and he was like, okay, we're going to try this, and it worked really,
It is
really
the
well.
great
Awesome.
leveler.
And it has been
Yeah.
going on for
Yeah.
ever since, and it
Yeah.
has worked really, really well.
Otherwise, I never would have advanced.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, like, sometimes we get our shenanigans teams.
And
Where, like, who's really the amateur now? But those are mostly fun, and, you know,
Wait,
everyone
wait,
laughs
wait.
about
Haven't
it.
you been part of a shenanigans team?
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
no, lies,
Of
lies and
whom
truth.
does she speak?
I mean, to be fair, the one time that I did the best was the first time I touched the machine,
That's always how it goes.
and I've never done that well again.
If only humans worked the same way.
Right? I obviously had something going on that night. I don't know what it was. The perfect level of having had enough drinks and enough excitement
Yes.
that I just smashed the buttons in
Just
such a
perfectly. I don't remember. I think what's the dinosaur fighting game?
Which one? The raid?
The one with the dinosaur costume that we used.
Primal Rage.
Primal Rage.
Oh, I love
Thank you.
Primal Rage.
So Primal
That's
Rage,
the,
the
only one I
first-
have played.
The first tournament we did on Primal Rage, I had never played it before, and I either won or got like second place.
Nice.
I
Oh,
was
that's
just like, this is the
amazing.
best game ever.
Nice.
We're to keep doing this.
Ray approves of that. He loves that game. And Earth, spelled with a U,
With a U.
not an E-A.
Nope.
Earth. It is
Oh, okay.
after Civilization.
Okay.
The 7-11 monsters have awoken, and they've got tribes
Was
following
it 7
them.
or is it 11?
I don't remember. I think it was like 7. Yeah,
Are
I
these
think
like
it's 7.
megafauna? Are these like mastodons?
They're all dinosaurs. Well, no, there's a monkey dude.
Yeah, there's two
A monkey
monkeys.
dude. Okay.
They're brothers. One's good, one's evil. Because there's like 4 good guys, 3 bad guys.
I
Something
mean,
like that.
good
It's
guy,
not-
bad guy, sort of relative, because it's just like they're all
They all eat people and do
beating
what
each
they
other
want.
up.
Yeah,
against
see,
people.
there we
So
go.
it's just like,
Oh, I like
how-
that color on the tigery one.
Yeah, that's an awesome.
As
I
a
didn't know that
former
was a-
aspiring paleontologist, I would like to fight as a skeleton. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because I've played that game wearing a dinosaur costume.
That's got to be difficult.
It doesn't make very much of a difference.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense.
Because you're just sort of smashing like this versus smashing like this.
I mean, that's fair. Whatever works.
So what's the strangest costume you I don't know, you've gone out in public in, let's say? I mean, playing video games in a dinosaur costume sounds like it might be up there.
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Mary's got a secret.
But she's got to think about it.
Mary's got a secret. She's not sure if she wants to share.
The dinosaur's pretty weird. Like, I've done like a steampunk Mario costume. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
But that, like, I mean, those are all over the internet. I was trying to think if I had anything that I hadn't seen all over the internet and tragically
Toyazon.
copied. Toya! Oh no, my corn! Thank you, Toya. Okay, so if anybody's familiar with Star Trek, either of y'all, Star Trek?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm basically Neelix at work right now. It makes me really
Okay,
happy.
so in the original series of Star Trek, there's a single episode where Kirk gets beamed down to this planet and fights a big lizard dude.
Okay.
The species that is a Gorn. And I have a Gorn costume based off of this lizard dude.
So you really like the whole reptilian thing.
That seems to be the theme. Which I
She's
had.
into the herps.
Yeah, I had a lot of snakes as a child.
I love the snakes.
Might be a thing.
No step on snack.
No step on snake.
That's a note rope.
No snake and hat.
No ropes.
Oh, God. Yep, see, there's the Gorn. I have that costume.
Ew.
I have a custom-made
Oh, wow.
mask. So because I wear glasses and I hate contacts.
I'd be suing Donnie Darko for plagiarism or something.
Yeah,
Put some ears on that puppy.
A little
and-
bit, yeah. So it has prescription lenses in it, so I don't have to wear contacts when wearing the mask.
Oh, that
Wow.
is fancy.
Wow.
Because that's the kind of person I am.
All right, I'm out of my league here.
That's
I gotta
awesome.
go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I did costumes.
No,
but I'm
that's
just
that's
like,
my most hardcore
I
costume.
got stuff in my closet I put together, then I put makeup on my face and go.
Well, see, I can't do makeup, which is why I have to wear things with masks.
Okay, that's fair.
So everybody's got a thing. But does it have?
Bruce, your Gordon costume. Does it have a cup holder?
It does not have a cup holder.
AM FM radio. Yeah, your conservative talk radio. You can't listen to your conservative
There's
talk
enough,
radio.
there's enough space in that helmet. I might be able to fit a little radio in it. But I mean, it's already
How
kind
would
of
you hear
congested.
people then?
Oh, it's hard enough hearing because I mean, obviously, it has ears and they have little holes in them, so I can sort of hear through them.
So I like this idea because whoever Whiskey Nav is who asked about cruise control, I've always liked the idea of any sort of like either costume or mock-up or whatever that has legs, but then also just goes on wheels.
Oh,
Like the legs don't do anything; it's just wheels.
there's a number of people who do centaur costumes that do
Okay,
that.
and they
So they have because I mean,
roll,
obviously, a
right.
human being doesn't have 4 legs, and so there's at
I've
least
seen
2
those at the Renaissance Festival where
Yes.
like he's got like the big horse
He's
head.
got a big old
like a
horse butt.
Trojan centaur.
What's he got hidden in there?
You're gonna have to pay to find out.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
We should do this after 9 next time.
Okay, so Naomi, what about you? Strangest costume you've... I guess I would just say participate in extracurriculars because I don't play that many video games, but I skate. So
That's fair.
yeah. So what about you?
I don't know. Most of my costumes I wear here. Because I
Okay,
just,
okay.
you know, we have evenings where it's like, wear your favorite Halloween costume or whatever. Like, I've
Yeah.
done like a fawn before.
Okay.
I've been all sorts of like gypsy, witch,
Gypsy witch.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
6'1".
Combination, yeah, whatever combination you want to put up for that, that's whatever. I guess I don't really go that crazy with my costumes.
Well, she kind of blew us out of the water. So.
Yeah, I know. I was like, we started at the top, and now it's like, I do what other people do.
Thank you, Toya, for reminding me of the Gorn. I'm sorry I forgot you, little
Straw
Gorn.
hole. It had a straw hole.
Thank you.
Did
Yes,
it have a
I myself
periscope?
am stranger
A
than
periscope.
usual.
It didn't have. It did. So it has like an open mouth with teeth, so you can fit a straw
Ooh.
through it.
Nice.
Because
An
otherwise,
important factor.
yeah,
Okay.
no. Otherwise, you will die.
Okay, so drinking with the mouth just like stationary open is almost as good as having legs but rolling. So that's like mouth stuck open and then you
Almost.
drink with a straw. Yeah,
Almost.
okay.
Very nice.
It works.
Nice visuals here. I wish we had some photos to.
See, if I had known this was gonna come up, I would have I've got some on my Facebook.
Next time, we'll prepare more.
Quick,
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
pull up my Facebook page. It's my profile picture.
It is, isn't it? I just
It is.
put that. Okay.
Yeah, that's my Gorn.
Oh, yeah, me too. I
Last
just
one to
put that
cross the
together.
finish line. It's
Yeah.
okay. We get there
I'm gonna
eventually.
take a look.
It's like everybody's pulling up.
I was
Yeah.
gonna check this out.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's. I mean.
Real Gorn drinking action.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody. That's
Can we see
how
it?
do
Yeah.
we-
So that is me. That
Nice.
is actually.
That's Mary in the Gorn costume.
That's actually on the Star Trek cruise.
the Star Trek cruise.
Yes, they do an annual official Star Trek cruise.
Oh, an official one. Wow.
Yeah, this was it's official. So like Shatner was on the first one.
Oh, wow.
Takei was on the
Wait,
second
did he
one.
fight you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, unfortunate.
I don't think he
man.
ever saw me in my Gorn costume.
Oh, come on.
Because you didn't really get to interact with him very much because he's Shatner and he doesn't interact with
right.
the plebes.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd
exactly.
rather pensively recite to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he brought his entire 14
Aw.
people of his family on this cruise.
Look at young
which is
Shatner
really sweet.
there.
Just like, oh,
Aw.
he's so young and
So
adorable. You just
young.
want to pinch him.
All right. Mary, you and I haven't really worked together yet. I've met you in passing, but yeah. So tell me a little bit more about what your role here is in the embarrassment / at Freeplay.
Okay, so I'm in the list of the very first people to join the when it used to be the unofficial Freeplay community group
Okay.
before it became
The official.
the official unofficial Freeplay arcade community group. So when Richardson opened, however many years ago that was, I think I saw a Facebook advertisement. I wouldn't swear to it. It's been a number of years. And so my husband and I showed up, and we're like, oh, yes, this is fun. We like arcade games. We like bars. Yay, everything is lovely. And Chris, of course, was here because
Of course it was.
Chris lives here, even before he
Basically.
worked here. And
Yeah.
this was, and he started up.
This
this
has a
community
cot
group.
under the table, actually, right?
He just kind of rolls it out. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Just naps in a corner. And
Powers down because they're out of coffee. And so
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like
Show
we've-
back up. Hello, it's
We've
fine.
run out of Mr. Brown's. Quick, quick. So I don't remember exactly how it ended up, but we were fairly regulars here, and
Okay.
Chris, of course, lived here, and we're like, we chat, and he's like, yes, I have started this thing. Would you like to help me with this? And I was like, yes, I would. And so I was the second or third admin in the community group, Facebook page, and then life went on from there, and then it became official, and Chris got hired, and now we have 17 locations and a bajillion staff members, and it's all official. And
Wow, I didn't
Chris
know about the other 14.
Still doesn't sleep. So
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
No, he never has. He never will.
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up here.
All right. Cool
Worked
story.
out okay.
Yeah.
It works.
And Freeplay is just on to bigger and better things every month, it seems like.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
opening up in Fort Worth. And
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when. This year? Next year?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know if we have an official anything.
Still working on it, but
Eventually.
Fort Worth's coming.
Soon-ish.
In the
The
future.
future.
Coming
As
soon.
said the voice of God.
I've been
Coming
waiting
soon
for that future thing
to
to
an
come
arcade
along.
near you. Yeah. Oh, I have a T-shirt that says "This is supposed to be the future." And it's
Nice.
like where,
Oh
and
my
it's got this
God.
whole list of things. It's like, where is my jetpack? Where
That
is
was the first
is-
one on my mind.
Where's
was
my
where's
universal
jetpack?
health care?
Oh,
So-
women's rights, equality.
No, the very last line on there after all of these super cool things is, "Where is my cure for this disease?"
Oh, whoa.
So it's
Wow.
it gets
Yeah, it gets heavy.
it gets
It gets dark. It gets there.
yeah, that's happy times. And that shirt is a lot older than the current administration. So
Wow, okay.
fun. Yeah.
Wow, so dark even before there was like so much.
Yeah, it was
reason.
dark before everybody realized
Not
that
that-
everything was dark.
I'm glad we had that disclaimer earlier. Now I
Yep.
see. Now
Yeah,
I see
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. everything's fine.
Are we gonna end up political? Probably.
Okay.
Okay. What's other?
Well, tell me what. I mean, I don't know what I'm here for today.
What do you mean?
What are we playing tonight?
We're not playing anything.
We are not
This
playing
is just
anything.
PandaChat.
You're kidding.
This
We are
is just
just here
us.
to talk.
I thought this was another
No.
tournament.
Nope, this is just us.
Oh,
We're just talking.
I don't get to skulk away and play for a little bit.
You can if you want
okay.
to. That's more than
Yeah.
welcome. You're more than welcome to.
Okay.
All right. What do we want to tournament on once we get out of this?
Well, I'm still trying to come for a puzzle night because I like the last.
So do we have a puzzle game here tonight?
I mean, ATAX is here, which we've done a puzzle night on before, but I don't think we do often.
Yeah.
We'll find a puzzle game.
Okay.
We got our people on it.
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to come to a puzzle night, like a puzzle tournament months ago. Something came up that evening, and then ever since then, I've been kind of checked out on the I don't know which nights are coming up. So yeah. Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays? Well, no, we're doing puzzle night one day a month.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Are you in the PandaChat?
I am, but I am in a lot of chats. So
Okay,
so
that's fair.
it loses me sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The event page on the Facebook is
A stealth cosplay night?
Stealth
Oh.
cosplay.
What's a stealth cosplay night?
like
Oh,
yeah,
oh my
closet
God,
cosplay
yes.
or
Anything-
Disney bounding.
Anything is a puzzle game if you're confused enough.
Yeah, or drunk enough.
Yeah, truer words
there
were
really a
never
difference?
spoken or typed out.
Like Disney bound, but to Freeplay, yeah.
What does that mean, though?
Like, do y'all know?
What's Disney bound mean?
Ooh.
Like on your way to Disney?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are not allowed to wear costumes to Disney if you're over the age of 12.
Oh. That's
Be-
oppressive.
Because
What an oppressive regime Disney
well,
has.
Yeah.
because their cast members are in costume, they don't want anybody
Right, sure,
thinking
yeah, no, I
that
understand.
somebody
Yeah,
who
they
doesn't
don't,
work there
because
is-
they
is
don't
an
want
employee.
someone getting drunk or
Yeah.
being rude to a child because they don't
Yeah.
have the rule. They don't know the rule.
Yeah.
You don't stop that hug until the kid stops the
Right,
hug.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that rule.
So
Big
Disney
fan.
bounding is putting clothing on that is reminiscent of a character. So like
Oh, you're like walking the fine line.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's not a costume because you're wearing regular clothing.
Like Mickey Mouse,
so like, if
Ronald Duck.
if you're wearing like entirely
Oh,
green,
bye, Toya. Bye, we love you.
so like you're wearing entirely green and like you've got a little cap on and like a red belt and you're Peter Pan.
Well, so we have a derby player named Peter Pan. So
That's the way to do it.
yeah.
That's similar. I like it.
So okay, so
That's
this
awesome.
is I'm
I love
realizing
names.
this is a really good confluence of like derby, what's it called, near misses, aliases, or whatever, and this whole Disney bound
Yeah.
where okay, all right, cool. I mean, I could probably think of a few more that would qualify if I sit here long enough, but Peter Pan obviously.
Peter
is
Yeah,
a-
that comes
yes.
up. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So who would you guys dress as?
I mean, a couple of times I've tried to do because like we were doing Darkstalkers, and I tried to do like reminiscent of the Morgan, but like
Yeah.
because like I ain't bold enough to wear her costume.
Yeah.
Just like, hi, all of the things.
I kind of want to be like a.
hello, here are my boobs. So like,
Hello, here are my boobs. Yeah, that's-
I would go as like a drunk, beaten up Stitch, maybe.
there you go. Oh, I love
Kind of
it.
scruffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seen a few rough nights.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's adorable.
And then instead of, what is he? Periwinkle?
Something like he's like that
Lavender.
light blue.
Yeah, so instead I would be like lavender or something.
Yeah.
And instead of 6 legs, because he has 6 legs, right?
Does he?
But then he sucks in.
Yeah, he's got
4
like
of them.
extra. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got extra ones until the.
He's got.
Oh.
least
No, but
four.
he sucks them in.
Oh, okay.
He sucks them in.
He's an
To
alien.
look like
So,
a dog. Yeah.
I have to admit, I've never actually seen Lilo and Stitch.
This is
I haven't seen it either, but I've seen enough of the. Basically, the memes that have come from it,
Right.
like
Yeah.
the crying in the rain. I do that a lot when I'm like being over dramatic. Over dramatic.
This is like virtually the only Disney movie I've seen in the past 20 years, actually.
Oh, I love them all.
Yeah, so Ian has all the best ideas. So blue and yellow tracksuit with buns, and your
there you
Chun-Li.
go. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna have to do that. Not that I'm
Oh, see
partial
there,
to
there's,
buns
there's
or
his
anything.
other legs.
Yeah, when he pulls his eyelids down.
So many legs.
This is very photogenic.
Gorgeous.
Oh, he's adorable.
Oh, careful.
With his little sail in the back. Got a little sail.
Poor little guy. I really should watch that.
It's apparently very cute.
Oh, no, it's good. Yeah, it's good. And I mean, honestly, I like the Hawaiian culture. There's
Oh, yeah. That's very,
nice
yeah.
touches there. Yeah.
Well, then you also get Moana. I guess that's not Hawaiian. That's more island than
I still haven't seen
Pacific
that one.
Island. I love Moana.
Moana's
Yeah, I heard
nice.
it's really good. Yeah.
Super fun. A lot of
I
good
think
music.
the singing volcano preview turned me off. Remember those?
Because the singing volcano has nothing to do with Moana.
Yeah, that has
Well,
nothing
it
to
just
do with
happens
Wasn't
to be.
it but it was like done by the same
I think it was probably the same team, maybe.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean they're both tropical.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
both tropical, but
Okay. Yeah. Well, apparently I overgeneralize and I
how dare?
yeah, and I'm hyper judgmental and I was like
Well, no, because it's like, did you not like it because it was sort of depressing, or
it was so cheesy. That island, I mean, I don't know.
Moana's not super cheesy. I mean, it's still a Disney movie.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
Hey, hey is my spirit
Yeah.
animal. Because like that poor little chicken.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
rock.
with
Yes,
the Rock?
I mean, I do love Dwayne Johnson. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, Lilo and Stitch. There's like a tragic car accident that took the parents away. That's the depth at which I want to start with a Disney movie. So
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
because both of her parents are alive,
yeah,
know.
I mean, screw
which
that.
is really unusual for a Disney movie.
Very
That's-
unusual. Well, they've started doing new things ever since Frozen, when they took a stance of you can't marry a man you just met.
Okay.
But
okay.
they've finally taken a
Very
stance
good
on
rule
that
for
one.
life and Disney.
But
I
they're still
mean-
orphans.
They are still orphans.
We're pretty sure, unless we decide that Frozen 2, their parents are alive.
Well, no, they went to they created Tarzan.
Yeah.
There's a
They're
connection
now
there.
like Tarzan's cousins or something.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe it.
Well, because
just
they try to
it's
put it all in the
ridiculous.
same world, which
Yeah.
some of it works. Because like,
Yeah.
the parents in Frozen are supposed to be on their way to the wedding for Tangled.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
And like you see
Deep
Rapunzel
lore.
and
That's a lot of
Flynn
That's a lot of
in-
jet lag.
going
Yeah.
into the castle
For the big ball that they have at
the-
the
for the-
beginning of
yeah.
Frozen.
Okay.
So it's just like, oh yeah, that's Rapunzel. You recognize her little short haircut.
Well, that's better than disgruntled animators putting, unmentionable parts into.
Yeah,
The
it's
background.
not. It's not like it used to be when
This
you
is a way
suddenly.
better Easter egg.
Yeah.
Way better.
I'd rather be like, oh my God, Rapunzel, than oh my God, why does the priest have a boner?
Like, oh my God, why do I want to cry right
It's
now?
his knee. You can. Yes.
I've never seen a knee like that.
I was gonna say, yeah. What's he doing with his knee there? It's like.
If that'd be really huge if it
Tarzan.
wasn't attached to his
Flip.
leg.
I don't know if a lot of
Because that never happens.
Maybe.
Drawing exaggeratedly huge.
Yeah.
No, that never.
Writing's
Castles
not that
never
easy,
look like
but
that.
Grammarly can help. This
just
sentence
lazy
is
animated.
grammatically correct,
Virtually every monument
but
made.
it's wordy
Yeah.
and hard to read.
Nothing
undermines
phallic
the
about
writer's
that
message.
obelisk.
Also, the Lion King does not have sex in the sky.
Yeah. You know what? I just want him to get a good night's sleep every night. Whatever.
I spend a lot of time on the internet. I spend a lot of time bored. I do a lot of research on Disney.
Oh man. Okay. So
That might be my life.
enough about Disney.
Yeah, enough
Disney
Disney stuff.
perversions.
Came an admin. Your thoughts on the initial events of Off-Road Birthday Party?
I don't know
So-
what off-road birthday party
so-
I
is.
don't know what that is.
It wasn't an off-road birthday party. Off-road, was it a birthday party? There was off-road is a little. No, it wasn't off. It was it's what's his face and what's his face. Oh God, the car game. Two guys. One of them has a stupid haircut.
That sounds like a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Mario
that really
Kart.
doesn't narrow it down.
I mean, Toadie has a pretty bad haircut.
So there's a game.
So there's a game, and it's this car game, and you're racing around, and you're
It's
shooting
not
people.
pole position.
You're right. Lucky and Wild. Thank you, Ian. Ian knows everything. I'm pretty sure he was there. So Lucky and Wild, and so it was the first ladies' night game. So we had an exclusive ladies' night event. Like you didn't have to be a lady to play, but it was like an encouraged ladies thing. This was the birthplace of the Panda Embarrassment, which is obviously
Gotcha.
not like a ladies group exclusively. But this is
But
sort
a lot of
what
the
it-
members are female.
yeah,
Persuasion.
this is sort of what it morphed into. So this was the first thing we ever did, and we played Lucky and Wild, except it was Lucky and something. There was some pun involved. I could dig through my Facebook posts and find it, but it was a lot of fun, and we got to play ridiculous things on this card game. And there are a lot of pictures of random ladies going.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Because we just like pulled. We're just like, hey, you want to come play this game? You want to come play this game? Come play this game.
Yeah, Chris is really good about that, where he's just like, hi, I don't recognize your face. I know everyone. And he like will bring people into the group.
Yeah. So it was just like the one rule is there are two players in Lucky and Wild, or there can be two players, and so you had to have at least one lady person player. They didn't have to drive, but it's funnier that way because women drivers are funny. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we can't drive.
I'm a woman and Asian.
I was
so,
going to say, are we going to bring up the
yeah.
Asian thing now?
I can. You guys can't.
Oh,
I don't-
ouch, ouch.
I
Oh,
don't
get
have that
it.
excuse. I just can't drive. and so that was like the first ladies' night event, and it spawned a whole. We got like year and a half's worth. We did about every month, every 6 weeks. We had a ladies' night event,
Nice.
and we had specialty cocktails. And
Where have those specialty cocktails gone?
Yeah.
they were never really like official. It was just like whoever was behind the bar came up with something.
Oh,
and they're like,
that's
here's a
cute.
specialty cocktail for this evening. It's got a funny name.
Okay.
If
So-
you guys do cosplay night, you should have like a cocktail for every.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like have a set of cosplay 5 cosplay characters, and then have a cocktail for each character.
That'd
That
be
would
pretty
fun.
cool.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I could
Yeah.
get behind that idea.
I enjoy all of the specialty cocktail nonsense.
What are you guys drinking? What is in these cans?
We actually did not do this on purpose, but we're both drinking Grapefruit and Chill by
Okay.
Schilling because I love cider.
Okay.
I've had basically all of their ciders here.
Yeah.
I love the Fin River, but ever since I had their habanero Fin River, they had it in
I
they had it in Arlington, and it's so good.
Is it
'Cause it
like
has, like, just
jalapeno
enough
flavor,
spice?
but not like the?
It doesn't hurt. It just has a little bit of spice to it. It's a little bit warm, and it's perfect. So it's like mango salsa or whatever,
Now
where
I
it's
have
like
to go to
kind of
Arlington.
sweet.
Is it still
but-
there? Do you know?
Not
Probably
the last
not.
time I was there. It wasn't. Yeah, I basically bought them out. because it was perfect. Though, if a certain someone is listening, I believe his name is Talarast, I am empty. I could use another one.
And
Stealth
Ian
cosplay.
comes up with, stealth cosplay, your favorite beer or cider. That could be fun. I don't have a favorite beer or cider. I have a favorite gin.
There you go.
In fact, to the point that I don't even play beer pong. I don't like beer. I play gin pong.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's bold. That is
Yeah.
bold. How do you?
Yeah.
If
I
everyone
mean-
else is drinking beer, I played those games. I was 19 and I did that in the military. I was drinking whiskey straight, and they were all drinking beer, and I
Yeah,
was like,
there you
"Yeah, we'll
go.
do a waterfall. Let's do this, guys."
This is what happens when you're 19.
Yeah,
Right.
And then I would wake up at 6 a.m., clean my buddy's house, bike, taxi back to my
It's
dorm
incredible,
room. and it was
right?
fun. Yeah.
Youth.
Yeah.
Youth is wasted on the young.
19.
I miss you, 19.
Right? And now I'm
You
like,
were
I had
great.
2 drinks. I'm gonna die.
Just like, where's my water? Where's my Pedialyte? I need my electrolytes.
But if you know the right people, you can get somebody to give you an IV of saline.
Oh, there you go. And then
Which-
you feel perfect.
Right. Then when you were 19, most people didn't have that hooked up.
Correct.
So,
This is true. This is true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm drinking water tonight, but last night I had a martini for the first time in a while. Yes, and it
Just
was
a straight up regular martini?
straight up
Or-
regular martini. And I will punch, not really, but I will punch anybody who says like vodka or gin, because in my book, all martinis are gin.
Okay. Fair.
Isn't it like a Gibson if it's vodka? And it comes with an onion and stuff. I know Gibsons have
so.
onions, but I don't know if it also specifically is vodka. I'm sure
I
somebody
used-
on the chat can
I
tell
don't know.
I
me.
used to know these things.
I know my dad really likes martinis, but he always does vodka.
Okay. Yeah, I
So-
mean James Bond does, so
Yeah.
you know.
Vodka
I guess that means I'm
martini.
gonna punch James
Shaken,
Bond in the
not
face one day.
stirred.
But yeah, I went to
But which James Bond?
Yeah, which one? There's so many.
I know.
And there's so many good ones, too.
You know what? I think Sean could use a good punching.
There you go.
Yeah. Sean's character from Jeopardy. So I can punch two. I can punch Sean Connery and Will Ferrell at the same time.
There you go. Perfect.
But yeah, I had a martini with Hendrix, not Bombay.
Okay.
And I don't hate myself enough to make my martinis with gin. Well, that's where you and I differ because the self-loathing. No, the self-loathing is strong. No, gin is delicious. It tastes like Christmas trees. You were just talking about spices and how it warms you
Yeah.
up. Like sometimes I'm just in a festive holiday mood and I want to drink
like
a tree.
Gimlets, and I have tried to
Gimlets are
have gin gimlets, and I
Oh.
can't do it. I gotta have
Oh,
vodka.
okay. Wait, okay.
I
The
think
levels
we've
just
been- yeah, our
changed.
levels are
We're
changing.
getting more excited. So
Okay.
we're getting
We are.
louder.
We're getting a little bit louder because we're like, oh my God, let me talk about this now.
Liquor, alcohol.
Yeah.
We might have
Disney. Okay, we'll talk in normal.
Alright.
Alcohol. Yeah.
Oh, which I mean, like Disney has things like alcoholic things.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
Go, you can go on an entire bar
cruise or
crawl in
whatever.
Epcot and visit all the
Oh.
different countries and get a cocktail from each of the different countries.
Wait, so do you like especially like Disney? You're like a Disney person?
I'm a Disney.
So you're like Kimmy Schmidt, but in Bridesmaids, whoever that lady is. You haven't?
I haven't seen it
so
either. I
funny.
don't know.
Yeah, it's like she and her husband. They got married at Disney World.
Okay.
And
Not
they-
quite that hardcore.
I mean,
But-
I've known some like adults who are like, I love Disney, and they
Yeah.
like go to Disneyland
Yeah.
for vacations, and like, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever
like-
makes you happy.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I ain't gonna judge you.
I want to go to Dismal Land. You guys know about Dismal Land?
Dismaland? No, go on.
That tickles
please.
something over here, but I don't remember why I remember.
Okay, so I'm sure somebody will correct me if I get any of this wrong. So I believe Banksy was involved in like an art installation. I think it was temporary. I don't think it exists anymore.
Oh.
But it was a spoof on Disneyland called Dismal Land.
Oh my God.
And my favorite, like installation from it was this Little Mermaid
Busy now.
riff.
Talk later.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google it so that I
Okay.
can show you guys. But it is so disturbing, and yet I can't stop staring at it.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's like Ariel.
Does it like look like a Banksy art
Oh,
Is it-
Oh, I found it. It came up.
Uh-oh.
So what do you guys think?
Oh,
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Right?
no.
It's so disturbing. I can't. look
I'm
at
not
it.
okay with that.
All right.
Can we show the?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
but
way.
but why?
There's
Because
Ariel.
why not?
It just makes me sort of.
That is not. Don't adjust your monitor. That's just how it looks.
Yeah, it's like when I get too loud and like there's static. It's but static
Yeah.
for the eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Static
just
your
hurts your
eyeballs.
brain. Yeah.
No, there was an artist I saw on Facebook, or one of those little Facebook articles, that like did realistic shots of Disney princesses. So like the shot, of Ariel.
Oh, I was
on
just
the,
thinking about that. And, like it's like actually like
it's just
hitting
like,
her instead of being like, oh, the wave is perfect. It's
Yes,
not hitting
it's
my
like-
hair.
and the hair
or
is
my
flying
body.
beautifully. Or like
saw
the
that.
one
The
where
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes,
and it's
Sleeping Beauty's like. Yeah, exactly. All of those things.
yeah, no
like
one looks that peaceful when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
So can I tell you guys about our game?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
hear about it.
So first of all, let's see. Today's Sunday, so 13 days from now, you guys are invited. You're welcome to join us.
So 2 weeks Saturday.
Yes, 2 weeks Saturday. That's going to be June 22nd.
Okay.
Dallas Derby Devils, the shirt of which I am wearing. We are having our home game number 3.
Ooh.
And we play every game at a facility called NYTEX, which is in North Richland Hills.
Okay.
It's got 3 ice rinks, and it's kind of fun last time. So normally we have one of the side rinks, and obviously it's not ice. It is it's a sport court that we skate on. But the last game that we had, we actually got center ice where the Brahmas normally play.
okay.
So I guess they cleared out the ice. I don't know if they like drain it or
Did, like put something on top of it, maybe?
I mean the ice isn't there. Period.
Oh.
It's still really cold in there though.
That's fair.
But yeah,
I
so
mean, that's good if you're doing physical.
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. The
Probably the
audience,
first 5
not
minutes
so
is
much.
bad, but
Right. Yeah.
after
Then it gets
that-
better. Yeah. But yeah, so we were on center ice, and that was a lot of fun. But every home game that we have is a doubleheader. And so next time, can you pull up that graphic again? Because I don't remember who's playing who. I think Wrecking Crew is playing the Rumblers.
Yes.
Yes, Wrecking Crew is playing the Rumblers, and then the High Seas Hotties are playing the Slaughterers. So the Crew and the Rumblers are both undefeated so far this season.
Ooh,
So
that's
this
going to be a big game.
Yeah, so
That's
this is going to be a big
exciting.
determinant one. This is going to probably decide who's going to end up having the best season this year.
And have you said which team you're on?
So I'm not on a team. Last
Okay.
year, I can't help but mention I'm not quite impartial. Last year, I was the official announcer. Oh yeah, I'm a ref sometimes, and I'm an announcer sometimes. So for
Blowing whistles and ruining lives.
yeah, don't you love that
Nice.
shirt?
That's brilliant.
That shirt was made by Honey Badger, who is one of our refs. And guess what? She don't care. Yeah, Han Solo, who was the Freeplay champion for, was it both games?
I think so,
I think,
yeah.
yeah, she is unstoppable. That is Han Solo, by the way, in the graphic right now. She's skating for the High Seas Hotties. But, yeah, so I was the announcer for Wrecking Crew in blue and yellow. But this year, we lost a few announcers, and so I'm just kind of announcing for whoever needs it. So I have to be neutral and just announce for whoever
Oh, that's
is
rough.
playing. Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I'm like, "Ugh." That was
Can't
such
show
a good
favoritism
play.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been wearing like just black and white each time because
That's
you
safest.
know, I don't want to. Yeah.
No one can be like, well, actually, she wore a little bit of purple the other
Right.
time, and I feel like that is.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you'd be surprised. They, people, when
What
it comes
people get their
their feelings.
yeah, their feelings up, and they get like impassioned.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah, and so
No
there's
one's ever gotten hurt.
there's
playing
some
derby.
rivalries. There's some, there's some like long-standing. There's some history, some baggage, and so yeah, try to keep it.
Oh man.
Try to keep it impartial. But yeah, so it is. I think it's $10. No, I think it's $12 in advance, $15 at the door.
Okay.
We have it's family friendly. We have activities for kids. Kids 10 and under get in free. We have like face painting usually. We have something at halftime called Chuck-a-Duck. So you can buy. Yeah, it's so fun. It's just cute. So and this, I mean, there's way more adults than kids that do this. So you can buy these little rubber duckies, and they have numbers at the bottom, and you just keep track of what your number is. And all at once, like everybody, like I don't know, 50, 60 people
Chucks a duck.
chuck their ducks, and whoever gets closest to the target in the middle of the rink gets a prize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, it's maybe like a duck for $3 or 3 for $5 or something like that. So,
Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, who doesn't want to throw a rubber ducky?
I know. Yeah,
Like-
it's like after you're watching all this aggression, you want to do something.
Yeah,
You know?
because like everyone gets like it's a crowd. It's
Yeah.
watching a sport. They're gonna get
Right, exactly.
loud
Heated, and
yeah.
yeah. So it's like, chuck these ducks. Chuck
Yeah.
'em. Yeah. So,
Or you can just ugh.
yeah. And you see people getting strategic, They're like, I'm going to go over to this part of the rink, I'm going to get this angle or whatever.
Can you knock? Is it good to like knock people's ducks out of the way?
I mean, you can do that. It's like shuffle, you can do it
Okay,
like
it's
shuffle.
like
Or like
shuffling.
you wait for
Okay.
everybody else to chuck, and then you're
then-
one of the last
now
chuckers.
I gotta throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then sometimes someone could accidentally give you a boost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
You never know.
Gotta
Such is
strategize.
life. Yeah.
it's very technical.
But yeah, so and then this year this month our charity. So we have a charity designated for each home game, and some portion of the proceeds goes to that charity. I don't remember the organization's name, but it's a dog rescue. So yeah, so Derby ladies, we love the animals and we love the kids. So there's a lot of
Not
support.
very surprising, that's awesome.
A lot of support of animals and children at
Okay.
our charities. So yeah, we've got merch booth. We have some honestly, we have some really incredible designs coming out in our shirts. We have limited edition designs. I think
Okay.
every other game or something.
Wow.
So
Nice.
it's kind of cool because you gotta get that one shirt you like because it might be gone.
Okay.
Like this one is
Yeah.
like normally it's a regular Pegasus, but this one's like a skeleton looking like a
And
skull.
Ian was saying
Yeah,
that
he made it.
made the logo.
Ian made the logo?
That's what he said.
No way. Thanks, Ian. Oh, okay. He's a friend of Anita Riot. Yeah, Anita. I don't know if you heard, but Anita is now skating for Texas. She moved down to Austin about, I think, a month ago.
Oh wow.
And so she played her last home game with us last time. And it was,
Aw.
man, yeah, it was
Bittersweet,
bittersweet.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, she's a legend. She's been skating, I think, 14 years. Yeah, she is a legend.
Okay,
And
wow.
on top of that, just like an amazing, wonderful person. So
Okay, well, when is
that
the
always
next
helps.
boot camp?
The next boot camp, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh man, are you interested?
I'm always interested. I just have to find time.
Oh, okay.
What is this time you speak
Okay.
of?
I'm
Right,
gonna, I'm gonna have
yeah.
to look that up.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
cool,
Yeah.
Cool.
Because, like, I tried to get into it 6 years ago,
Okay.
but then I got divorced and lost my skates in the divorce.
What?
I left them behind, and he was supposed to send me my stuff. Like, I was
Uh-huh.
paying the boxes.
Uh huh.
It's like paying to get FedEx to
And
get my
then
boxes,
no.
and he sent me boxes of trash, so I just didn't
You're
pay
kidding.
anymore. No. He was
Wow.
court ordered
Petty.
to yeah.
Petty.
He sent me 30 empty DVD cases.
Wow. That is an unhappy person.
But now he is a hobo in California.
There you go.
The last our mutual
Okay.
friend heard of him, he was in the hospital because he got beat up by another hobo.
Oh my god. And not like a cosplaying stealth hobo,
No,
but
no,
an
no,
actual
like an actual
Wow.
hobo knife fight. Like,
Wow. All right.
made
Well,
the right choice.
cheers to
there, Josh.
validation of your
Yeah.
of your life.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I will let you know when the next boot camp is. I don't think there's one. I don't think there's one on the schedule coming up like in the next
Well, isn't it
month or
normally
two.
like December time frame?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
pay attention because
That's fair.
I'm not about that life.
Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
I'll ref. I'll skate. I'll ref. No, I did go to Anita Riot did a clinic last year in Shreveport, and I went to
Okay.
her clinic because
Nice.
my parents live in Shreveport anyway, so I was going to go, and that was a lot of fun. But I go back and forth so much between wanting to get back into playing and wanting to stick with just reffing because it's like it's so fun to compete, it's so fun to hit, it's so fun to have that extra level where where there's strategy involved and the competition involved. But then this team is they are pretty hardcore. So it's like when I'm reffing their scrimmages, and which we usually have scrimmages on Sunday mornings. When I'm reffing
Okay.
their scrimmages, and it's like maybe halfway through the second half, and like everyone's getting tired or whatever, everyone's gotten beat down a little bit. I'm like, phew, I am glad I'm not out there like having to be the one getting beat
That's
down.
fair.
So yeah, I waffle. I have a lot of ambivalence, but one thing I do know is that I love being involved in the community and the culture. So yeah, at least I still have.
Well, that's
And we have whippets,
Yeah.
which is I don't know, but like people who were around when the Derby revival first began in the early 2000s, I don't know how they feel about this movie, but I really like this movie, and I think it's pretty close to like accurate and authentic.
Okay.
You know? So especially how, even with the competition on the track, like off the track, everyone's pretty friendly.
Supportive.
Yeah.
Like you said, community.
Exactly. It's a
Yeah,
community.
and that's what I love about Freeplay is it's not just you show up to the arcade, maybe you know a couple of faces. It's we have a community, we build it, we foster it, we do everything we can to keep people here and happy, and like we want it safe for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I've seen times where there were some individuals and either some like light altercations, and Chris is right on that every time, where he's like, no, that's not allowed.
Yeah.
You can't have that behavior
It's
here.
against our unofficial code of conduct.
Yeah, the unofficial code of conduct of treating everyone like
Right,
they belong
exactly.
here.
Exactly.
It's like, and we either work it out or
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly. Yeah, then it's like, well, there's lesser arcades out there.
Go over there somewhere.
But that doesn't really happen very often because normally people want to like
in
fit into the community.
in the however many years I have been here, I've seen it happen like twice.
Yeah, and that's only with
That's impressive.
extreme cases.
And that's just like, you're a bad person. Just nobody likes you. Nobody should like you. You're mean. As long as you're not a jerk.
yeah.
Or at least
Not that hard.
Not like a really bad jerk.
Right, yeah. Like an endearing jerk.
Yeah. Like, because my
Endearing
husband.
jerks welcome.
oh, there's
my
a
hus-
lot of
my husband
endearing
is,
jerks.
My husband is a jerk. I like him just fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Just don't be a jerk with no redeeming qualities.
Absolutely, that's where it's at. You got to have that redeeming quality of not being an asshole. You can be a jerk, just don't be an asshole.
Very subtle.
It's a very thin line, but
it works.
we'll get you back on that jerk side if need be.
We will help. It's just like, hey, this is what you're doing. Just
Yeah, out.
squeeze a little bit that way.
GTFO.
But it all works out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because we're about having fun. We're here to play games. Like, it's
Yes.
not supposed to be, it's not super intense where you're, like, physically running into each other.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and if we can hold it together,
Absolutely.
then you
Then,
guys
like,
can hold it together.
we're
Yeah.
just pressing buttons and moving sticks against each other. Like,
Oh, buttons and sticks, eh?
yeah.
Oh God, the buttons.
Well, because if you can press buttons and move sticks in one game,
Do you
can
ever
do it in
press
another
sticks
game.
against buttons?
Not here.
No. Oh, okay. That's for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, please
Aw.
don't do that. That means you broke the game.
Very just valiantly
Oh,
keeping it Disney.
Mary, yeah.
Keeping it Disney.
That just means you broke the game.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll go with that one.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is perfect.
Yeah,
Where are we on
exactly.
now?
It is not 9 p.m. yet.
It's not 9 p.m.
We
I
are
was talking about buttons, that's all.
It just means you broke the game, and that's
Yeah.
not nice.
I mean, there's no like little kids over our shoulders, so it's okay.
No.
Freeplay's already been exonerated. They don't have to deal with what we've said on screen.
Yeah, but were
Okay,
they,
so legally speaking, we have done that, but we are on the Freeplay stream,
Yeah.
which gives them some sort of legal obligation because of what we're saying. Obviously, they don't approve of any of our opinions, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't get sued. But then they're lawyers, and so even if somebody sued them, they'd probably win anyway. So don't sue Freeplay because they're run by lawyer guys. They do, in fact, know what they're doing.
Yep.
Also,
Perfect. That's exactly
punching-
what happens. Yeah,
Yes.
just punch the buttons.
Just punch the
Maybe
buttons.
don't punch the buttons. Tap the buttons.
I mean, you can
Mash
you can
the
mash them.
buttons.
You can
Don't punch the buttons.
don't punch them.
It's a bit different.
I mean, punch the buttons, just don't blame
Don't
us
break
for the
machine,
damages.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we also don't want them to break the machine. Some of these are a little tender.
Okay.
Don't spill beer on the machines. Don't spill water on the machines. Don't spill soda on the machines. Don't
Well,
kick the machine.
Yeah.
I wonder about that one because, I mean, usually spills are accidental anyway.
They are.
If they happen accidentally, then they
Yeah, but
happen.
obviously, it's okay. Like, just if you are so excited that you're flailing, maybe put your drink over on the next thing over.
Yeah, they have, like, you can place them where you don't,
Yeah,
it's
so
not
they're,
in
they're,
tipping
they're,
distance.
they're little blocks, and like put them between the games. So if they fall, they just tilt.
It's like they
versus-
planned it. that people are going to be drinking and playing these games.
Wow.
This is a well-designed
Bar.
They do know, in fact, how to work the booze hall and the arcade games.
Booze Hall.
Yes. See, there we
minimize-
go. Oh.
Oh.
But he spilled them in the end.
Minimize the damages.
So
right
my-
on his Lederhosen.
Oh.
So I work at as you guys know, I work at a mental health clinic, and when we have sort of an orientation session that we do sometimes with new patients, and I give them this list of guidelines, and the guidelines are so ridiculous that I don't usually go over them with them. And the way I explain it is like, here's your list of guidelines. It's it's basic stuff like don't bring a gun to therapy, don't come to therapy drunk, don't.
Someone had to have done these things for
Yeah.
them to get written down.
I know.
That's one of those don't blow dry your hair in the shower
yeah.
kind of
Oh,
thing.
Yeah.
oh.
There was
Well, but I need to save time.
there was one that was the other day that was like, yeah, don't use this while asleep. One of those, and it's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
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 Yes. Guidelines and actual rules.
As long as you don't need your internal organs
Or when it's
your
like
limbs.
when they come, it's like if you do come to therapy drunk, just don't let on.
Yeah.
Just fake it well enough that I can't tell. Because if I can tell, that means I'm obligated to call the police for that clinic.
Oh.
And I don't
just
want
not
to.
fun for
I
anybody.
don't want to.
That's
do
a lot
that.
of work and paperwork
Yeah,
for you.
exactly. That's
No.
just as bad for me as it is for them. Well, I don't get to go to jail, but
Well, yeah, but paperwork's really not fun.
it's really not. It's almost like jail. Paperwork's almost like jail. So.
Yeah, okay, so
See,
like
in
what Chris
Freeplay,
said,
clarifying.
drink spills are normal. Just don't do it on purpose.
Genuine
Don't grab
malice
your drink
involved.
and then just like pour.
Or if you do that, say oops
Yeah.
while you do it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Was that yours?
Plausible deniability is the
Yeah.
name of the game.
That's exactly what we were just talking about. Plausible deniability of being drunk at your
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Like,
during your therapy session. Well, you wanted them to open up.
right, yeah, exactly. How do you expect me to do that?
I was going to say, most of my therapy appointments happen during the day. Why are they getting drunk so early?
I mean, maybe they work the night shift.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe they
That's
work the
always
night
like
shift.
I've worked night shift before and been one of those people who like walk in at 6 a.m.
And you're just like, I want a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's my end of the day.
Yep. Yep.
It's entirely
New
reasonable.
Orleans is a wonderful city for that.
Oh yeah.
No last call. Yep.
But then how do you know when to go home?
You just look at the people around you and you take a hint. You're like, wow, am I the worst looking? Am I in the worst shape right now?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn. It's my turn to go sleep it off.
Well, I spent Friday into Saturday at a casino, so like,
Oh.
yeah, we drove
I
up to Windstar, and that was a lot of
yeah.
fun.
I love craps.
I
know.
love craps too, but I
Oh
didn't
my
get to
gosh,
play.
why?
Because like every time I found the table, it was like surrounded by people, and I was like, that's too much.
Yeah, you got to find a nice, good,
Yeah.
like loose craps table. Yeah.
It was either like one person or full, and I was like, I don't want to play either of those.
It's like you want like 3 people.
Yeah, you want
Right.
3 people so you can all be like
You want a starter pack, a
camaraderie
starter
and
pack.
go for it. Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
like there are enough
Exactly.
people here that this is going to be fun and not creepy.
Right.
So we spent 4 hours playing bingo.
Oh no.
I mean, I
Did
love
you
my
win?
bingo.
I guess you didn't win.
Huh?
That's a lot of bingo.
It was way too much
a lot of
bingo. I was
bingo.
done about hour 1.
Yeah, I could play an hour of bingo.
It's like Settlers of Catan. It's not my favorite.
Wait, I was just talking about Settlers of Catan with somebody the other day because I've never played it.
Okay.
Fine.
And somebody was like, "Do you like Monopoly?" And I was like, "I hate Monopoly."
You
And they're
won't
like,
like
"Oh, you would?"
Settlers.
Well, no. He said I would. He said then I would like Settlers because it's Monopoly.
No,
but
no.
No,
better,
no, he's
fairer.
lying to you.
Okay.
But, okay, Settlers of Catan is a good intro to not Monopoly games.
But do you
So-
have sheep?
I
Do
mean,
I
are
like
you going to be the
sheep?
sheep lord? We talking about sheep lords now? Because I know about the
Sheep
sheep
lord.
lords. I played too much Settlers of Catan.
So I have a Star Trek Settlers of Catan.
See, that sounds okay, but like, it's still Settlers,
Settlers
of
of
Catan.
Con.
it is still
Settlers of Con.
Why did they not name it that?
They
what
missed
they
out.
should
Oh, oh yeah. that
Speaking
is
of the
perfect,
Wrath
'cause
of
that
Con,
is-
the Wrath
that
of
is-
Catan.
in fact, if you look at the game, that is Settlers of
Oh,
Catan.
Yeah, that's Settlers.
That is someone
Oh,
getting mad at the game
no.
because they put the bandit on his one sheep farm. He had nothing else. How dare you?
Yeah.
That looks like Bam Margera's dad. God rest his soul.
I mean, I play a lot of board games. I have seen some people get angry about board games, but never quite that angry.
Yeah, I don't know. I like playing cooperative games.
Okay.
That's where I'm at these days.
Yeah.
Is I want us to play against the game. So I'll do things like Time Stories or things like Shadows over Camelot or bluffing games. I really like bluffing games
I
because
like
I
bluffing
don't
games.
lie. And that freaks people out because they're like, well, she's lying now. I'm like, nope, I'm a duke.
The only bluffing game I think I've ever played is Balderdash,
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
which I
No,
mean,
we need to do more board games here. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
that would
Yeah,
be
have a board game
super
night.
fun.
We should do that.
That would honestly.
That was like that's what Chris started off trying to get me to do was board games on Sundays.
Okay.
Because I have like 1,000 board games.
So-
It's like I will contribute to that.
So speaking for somebody who's not super into video games, like, you know, I'll play once in a while. It's fun, but, you know, it's just not something that I, you know, get super involved in.
Yeah.
I think that if you guys were able to get a thriving board game program, that
Okay.
might bring in people who aren't necessarily enticed as much by video games.
That's fair. And then you
Yeah.
could have that pseudo group of like the ones who are like, I really want to go to Freeplay for the games, and you're like, well, I like board games. They also
Right.
have that there,
Yeah.
so like maybe we can
Yeah.
draw
deal.
more people in.
Combo
Yeah,
deal.
that'd be fun.
I like it. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I will contribute to this plan.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to Chris and be
I
like,
just-
Chris,
I-
this is happening now. We'll,
So I
we'll put it on the busy schedule. We'll get it done.
We'll get this done. I just I backed a while ago the Munchkins Steampunk with Girl Genius.
Ooh,
So
nice.
So it's just like a Girl Genius version of Munchkins Steampunk.
Okay, I
And
like
it's
it.
just like all of these things I like.
Perfect. That's awesome.
And it came with, it's called Spank, Space Pirate Amazon Ninja Cats.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
I have no idea what it is. I mean, I know it's a game,
Yeah.
but like it was just sort of an add-on, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah. No.
Are those like
thankfully-
options, or are you all one thing? Like, are you a space?
I don't know.
Or do you get to be a ninja
She
or
hasn't
a
gotten
cat
it yet.
or a-
Just like,
You have to fill us in. Yeah.
it's like I mean, it looks cool. There's cat people on the cover.
Cat people. Isn't that a David Bowie song?
I don't,
Yeah.
Probably. I
It
wouldn't
was
be
in
surprised.
Atomic
Yeah, see,
Blonde.
Munchkin Steampunk Girl Genius.
Can we get Spank on there next? Careful how you search for it.
SPANC.
Yeah, C,
Or
not
just-
K.
Just
Not
search.
to be.
Just search for
he's
Space
afraid.
Pirate
but he's gonna
Amazon
do it.
Ninja Cats.
Yeah.
Space Pirate Amazon Ninja Cats. Yeah.
Munchkin with Space Cat Girls, which is a feature, not a glitch.
Well, because it's not a Munchkin game, so I didn't expect it to be Munchkin.
What's a Munchkin game?
Okay, Munchkin.
Oh god.
Oh, we started.
Let's open that.
can of worms.
can of
yeah.
worms.
I like it.
Okay.
So Munchkin is a phenomenal game for losing friends.
Yes.
It's
like
what if I'm good at doing that all by myself, though?
it'll just make you better at it.
yeah, then you just
Okay.
So it's kind of adjacent to D&D in the
Okay.
original fashion.
Yeah, in like the
'Cause-
original session, but
yeah.
nobody knows what that is anymore.
Yeah, no one knows what the original. Okay, so how do you explain Munchkin then?
Yeah, I
Wait,
got
what do you
that.
mean nobody,
Okay, so-
nobody knows what
no,
original
like-
D&D is?
No. The
Like
original
first
Munchkin.
version.
Munchkin.
Like,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically you have.
Well, that's close.
That's. I mean, you're closer to the original, but not quite there. It's okay. You're close. It's good.
And these
Okay,
are some
so
discerning
if you
folks.
leave this up for a minute, so it's a lot of inside jokes about D&D.
Oh.
and
so-
just and games and like role playing dungeony games
Yeah,
in general.
in
Not
general.
necessarily
So-
all D.
yeah,
so
it's a Steve
sp-
Jackson
the
game.
Spaceballs of D&D.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's the Spaceballs of D&D where you're
Okay.
trying to have you have like a primary character card. No, you don't have a card. You still start off with one, right?
No, you start off with one.
But not like
well,
a character
no,
card.
you don't have a character. You
There you go.
build it up as
Yes.
you but
Yes.
you don't start off with a character.
Yeah.
Some of the expansion
So-
ones or some of the other versions you do.
According to the rules, you
Yeah.
start off as a level 0
0.
human of your gender unless you specify otherwise. This is only important because there's cards like the Broadsword, only usable by female players.
And there are
Okay.
things that
or
will
like the
change your
cod
gender.
piece. Yeah. Things
for
that'll
you.
change your gender, things that'll do, there's
Okay.
so there's so many expansions to these. 'Cause it's
Yes,
been out for so many years now. I know there's a military one that has a flying fish that gives bonuses to if you've been in the Air Force. There's one that is also
Really?
for every branch. Yeah, there's one for every
Weren't you in the Air
branch.
Force?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I remember that one
Okay.
specifically.
Cool.
And then there's like a penny arcade version So this is the sort of game where you get a lot of rules lawyers.
Oh, no.
But what's wonderful is there's a lot of rules
Worse
lawyers.
than Scrabble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because there's
There's
a lot
more-
of different rules.
more
Because
rules.
what ends up happening is you'll get all these expansion packs. You buy the very base game, and then if you're at a game store, you'll see that there's a whole section
Of
devoted to
expansions.
Munchkin of expansions and different flavors and different styles, and they all play together. So you can
Okay.
have these crazy combinations of cat girls and cars and guns and space weapons and boats and like all these different things. It
Yeah,
just, it
it's
gets
just like
so out
that's
of
a
hand.
small
Yes.
selection of.
That's the base game. So that's not the goth one. That's not the Cthulhu one.
Which I
That's
have.
not. There's so many different versions, and they all play in together, and it's so much fun because you can get a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But my favorite is that the Penny Arcade expansion pack. It's not very big. The Penny Arcade expansion pack actually comes with a card that if someone is rules lawyering, you can call them on it, and they will lose a level. So what ends up happening
Nice.
is you're trying to gain levels to level 10.
Yeah, the
Okay.
goal of the
From
game is to
0
get
to
level
10.
Yes.
Okay.
So you get your level 1, you're real excited, everyone's nice and being nice with each other, and you can like help people out when you're fighting monsters, and there's monsters like the potted plant, which can't hurt you because it's a potted plant. But people can like add things to it. You can be like, oh, now it's a demonic potted plant,
Okay.
or it's an angelic potted plant, and it's actually
Potted plant
negative
with
10. And
psilocybin?
I mean, sometimes it depends on the game. There's a lot of expansion packs.
Ayahuasca. Potted ayahuasca.
Yeah, see, there we go. But there's still no cake.
There's never.
Well, I'm leaving.
And so, like, you're trying to get those level
Is this
10.
POX like the game convention?
packs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
it's talking. It's talking about packs
Talking
because
about
everyone
packs.
gets sick after going to conventions.
You
because
get
Yeah,
con crud.
people from all around the world, or
Convention,
you know,
or what's it called?
Con crud.
Tournament crud. Yeah.
Yeah.
For tournament crud. It's
kennel
crud,
cough.
For Derby. Yeah.
crud after whatever the name of your particular
yeah. Exactly.
event is.
Yeah.
Yes. So with Munchkin, you're all trying to get a level 10, and everyone plays nice until about level 8,
And then you start murdering everyone.
and then you start being like, I don't want you to win, not
Okay.
you. Others
There's only
can
one
win,
winner?
but not you.
Like the first person to hit 10 or what?
First
person to hit
person
10.
to hit 10.
Okay.
And there's one card in the very beginning that started in the original pack. If you are a cleric, there is divine intervention. If that card is pulled, you get a level, and if you win, you get to gloat. The card says so.
Nice.
So-
I bet some people are really good gloaters, and some people
Yeah.
aren't.
Yeah, there's it.
You should get points if you're particularly artful gloater.
I mean, I'm sure there's a card out there.
There's
at
a
this
card for
point.
that.
Yeah, there's so many different ones. It can be a lot of fun, but I would rather play something less cutthroat.
I mean, Munchkin's not the most cutthroat game.
Oh, it's not the most, but it is how you lose friendships. Depending on your group, if you've got some shitty friends, then not much to be said. Get better friends.
Yeah, maybe that's the solution.
Yeah,
That is the solution.
Yeah.
Get better friends.
but
Some
no, I
people are good
love board
floaters.
games.
Not gloaters, floaters.
Floaters.
All right. We all float down here.
Yeah, you can float down the room.
Float on.
Not that one. Not that one. The other, the other disturbing
Oh no.
floating. All right. I keep trying to take it to dark places.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna keep it light and happy. That's why
I'm
Mary's
a happy
here.
Disney person.
Modest Mouse is from Orlando, I think.
Oh, there you go.
So somebody will correct me on that too.
That's what's so great about the chat.
The rules for love letters specify that if you cheat, you're a bad person, and everyone should get better friends.
Okay, I like Love Letter. You're trying to get the princess to take your love letter. It's a very quick game. It's very, I don't know. It's a very small game because you have like a pack of cards. There's like 16 cards in a pack.
Jeez.
It's super small.
Can we get an it? So now, as I'm listening to love letters, I saw the GIF that just came up, and I'm like, I want to see an it GIF now. So I want to see, what's his name? Pennywise. We need a Pennywise GIF as you're talking about this delightful love letter princess game.
Yeah. Well, because it's like you're trying to get your love letter to the princess, and so like there's a princess card, and if you have her, you want to hold on to her because you only have 2 cards in your hand at any time, and one has to be played. So you only ever have 1 card, and it's
Yeah.
it's very very.
I kind
quick
of like
rounds.
those types of games
Yeah.
where it's like you have a conserved.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's-
mean?
It's not a
You
deck
don't-
building game.
You don't end up with, you're
You
just
can't
like, I
hoard,
have
you
too
have
many
to be
cards. I
resourceful.
can't deal with
No,
this.
you only ever have
Yeah.
2 cards.
I
Ever.
like that. Yeah.
So like you're either playing a card or you have 1 card and you're waiting for your turn.
Okay, interesting.
So it's normally like 2 to 4 players for love letter. It's very short, very quick. It's what I like to play. There we go. Got your it.
Yeah. I'm excited. The second It is coming out. I think
What
it's
is it
this
gonna be?
summer.
I thought they just don't they take them out in the first one?
No, because so
He's
the,
like a
You can
demon,
never take
or-
him out.
well,
Okay.
the book has some adult, like some parts where they're adults.
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't really do any of that in the first. It was always designed to be the first installment.
Okay.
So this movie is gonna spend a lot more time with the kids as adults and like
Nice.
what's going on in their adult life. And I think
Okay.
they have to. I think the whole thing is they have to go back to their hometown and like deal with it once and for all. You know, that
Oh,
type
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, because it's what like every 33 years
Yeah,
he
something
wakes
like that.
up and takes
It's the same as like a heist movie. It's just like one last job. You
Yeah,
know, it's
one
one
last
last job.
One last job, and then another one last job.
that close to retirement.
another
Right,
one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then another one
I'm
last job.
excited for that movie though. A prince, love letters in,
Aw.
in Japanese has a
That's
prince
better.
to woo. You know, so in Japan they have so Valentine's Day is for women to do things for men.
And then there's White Day.
White Day, March 14th, which is for men to do things for women. So yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like a reciprocal, like you got me chocolate on this
Right.
day, so I will get you this on this day.
Right. So they're paying attention to the wooing of the prince as well as the wooing of the princess.
I like it.
Yes, yeah. This must be a good love letter. Like if it's that important.
Oh, it's so much fun because like the whole, like in the rules it says that like because you're trying to get past guards and all this other stuff because like the guard card is where you can like look at someone else's hand.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can look at someone else's hand. You can compare hands. You can like
All
do all
sorts
this
of things.
Yeah,
Interesting.
all sorts of things. And then like the whole idea is that if you discard the princess at any point in time, yeah, look at the princess. The countess has better boobs, but it's fine.
She's the princess?
That's the princess. Yeah,
She looks uptight.
she
She
probably
looks like
is.
her dress is gonna fall down.
Her shoulders are bared though.
Like there's nothing keeping any of that up.
Yeah,
Nope.
those are some slatternly shoulders.
Sheer willpower.
Because they didn't have elastic. There's
They
no
did
elastic.
not.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's just really cinched.
Yeah, maybe so.
She must be really cinched.
I like that you're analyzing the artwork now.
That's what I do.
It's
Not a bad thing.
Quite a bustle.
I mean, librarians are made of magic, so like I don't know what you want from me.
No, it's that's like the thing. So like you're playing D&D, you never want to play with a librarian as a character because they're just going to be like, I'm going to do this, and I'm like, did you check if you could do that? Which book did you check? All
of them.
So Taylor says she looks uptight because her mom just got jailed for treason in another game in the setting. So
Yeah, Talon knows everything about these games. It's
Wow.
just kind of what he does. Oh, look at that setup.
Wow.
Oh, you got the prince card.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah. Oh wow.
Princess, Countess.
Hey, it looks
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Julia Stiles.
Wow, this is impressive.
Handmade.
Yeah, that's all the different cards.
Okay, yeah, the Countess.
Okay.
How do any of these clothes stay up?
Magic. Okay, yeah, because you're trying to get points, and
Yeah.
whoever has 4 gets to win the heart of the princess.
Gotcha.
Look at another player's hand. There you go.
Yeah, you can look at another player's hand. You can try to guess
So,
their hand. You can try to.
Is that a lady guard or is?
It's a lady guard.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just very progressive.
I mean, a little bit.
I mean, for being such an old game.
Yeah. Like a lady guard.
And there's a whole bunch of different versions out there. There's a Lovecraftian version now.
That's terrifying.
But yeah, I think you're like trying to summon the old gods. I don't know. Tallow, I'm sure, will correct me in a minute.
Everything is strong.
I don't know what that's in response
Okay.
to, but it's okay.
Um,
He's typing away something.
so I'm
right
looking
now.
at these notes. Apparently, Naomi was
Ready.
involved in a massacre.
Yeah, so
Yes.
we briefly discussed the massacre that happened.
Okay.
It's actually one of my favorite videos to show someone who, like, if I talk to a friend, I'm like, yeah, I do this thing at Freeplay. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you do? Is this actually mine
Yep.
or is that someone else's?
That's you.
Oh, that is me. Yeah, okay, so I didn't know that I actually won, and I try to leave. because I'd never won before. I'd never done anything well, and I was like, oh no.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
see, and you can
I done
read
that?
my lips. I've never won before. I was like, no, I don't want to go up against him.
Oh, is this the one from what, like six-ish months ago?
I think it's a little bit more. I think it's like a year ago,
year ago?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a while. And my strategy was jump in the air, kick them in the face. And it
Good
was
strategy.
pretty effective, yeah. Like, I got some damages done. I ended up doing some smashing, and I didn't
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
I didn't know what was going on. It was fun, though.
Look at those doves of victory. Or pigeons of victory. Whatever those are. And so who are you playing now?
I always play, well, yeah, I'm
Okay.
still playing, oh no, what is her name? She works at the other Arlington location.
She's the
lost it.
bartender.
Yeah, I know her name. I do know it. I just can't
wait.
remember.
Mac Daddy, she's
Oh,
probably
Mac Daddy
labeled.
May. That's what she goes by. Okay, she goes by Mac Daddy May.
Look, it might be in the background.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is in the background. He's a complete stranger to me. No.
No.
What did it say?
Yeah, no, I mean, Beltran's awesome. He does things.
He does things. You hear that, Mike B?
Yeah.
Singing your praises over
See,
here.
and then I finally figured out
Mike
that I
does
really like the
things.
turquoise dress. So I
Okay.
stuck with the turquoise dress for the rest of the evening.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I got like 8 dead.
Nice.
For
That
like
is a
the
massacre.
first time around. Like, I only killed like the first player.
Heads
Except
will
for
roll.
I did beat Beltran. If we watch this long enough, there is a clip of me beating Beltran.
Okay.
As Chun-Li, him playing Sagat.
That's. I'm really sad I missed that.
Is that why he hasn't
Why did I
come too
miss
close
that?
to the table tonight? He's still a little,
He's still intimidated. It's
still
okay.
a little sore.
It's entirely reasonable.
Oh yeah, I remember this game with the bicycle guy. Yeah.
I wanted to go home. It was late by that point in time, and I was like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this
You're like
anymore.
a racehorse.
And yeah.
Feeding you,
I just wanted
feeding
to
you
go
stimulants.
home.
No, get out there. Get out there.
I'm still going.
One more.
Why am I still going?
With a little crop. No.
Yeah, going through the motions.
You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight, and you're gonna like it. And you won. So did you end up being the grand champion?
No, we ended up being second. So we ended up
Second,
in
okay.
losers, I think, and then we came out of losers, beat Beltran and Dak Matty May,
Okay.
and then
Clawed your way up.
Yeah, and then we lost the second time around. So like we did beat them once, but
Okay.
we didn't beat them twice.
Okay.
That's always the hard bit.
I came in second place on Friday night at a Name That Tune contest.
Nice.
Yes. The agony.
I think I saw your post about
The
that. where
agony
you're like,
of
I'm gonna
defeat.
get this.
I know. I came so close. I mean, it was only I lost in the 4th round, I think. But I lost on a Most Def song.
Oh.
That's my bad. Most Def is underrated, always has been, and I fell victim to that particular phenomenon. Look at that. He's like, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Let me show her what's going on.
Oh, here we go.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. So then I had to go up against LMA again.
So were they all fighting you as Chun-Li because they just were trying to fight fire with fire?
No, they chose Chun-Li because that's what they play as.
Okay,
There
they
are a
always
lot
do.
of Chun
Okay,
players.
There's just a lot of Chun-Lis. Okay.
Chun is a very popular
Yeah, she's
like,
pretty easy to start off with because
starter
Okay.
player.
her
Okay.
middle kick, which is just that middle button, you just mash that.
Yeah.
So like when you see her lightning legs and it's like all going crazy,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one,
Yeah.
That's the middle button.
that's the middle button, just
Okay.
hammering it.
Okay. She's so frustrated.
She is, because I was this newbie who came out of nowhere.
That's so funny.
No idea what I'm doing. Oh, is he does he play Sagat in this one? He has to play Sagat.
I mean,
He always plays Sagat.
Yeah.
He's wearing a Sagat shirt.
that would be
He's
weird if he
obligated.
didn't play
Yeah.
Sagat.
Yeah, so this one is what I'm proud of. Because I was on such a high that night. I had no
It's just
idea what was
like,
going on.
I kick you. I kick
Yeah,
you.
I jump,
I kick you
kick.
again.
I jump, I kick.
Oh.
I don't
That
know
was
how
a
I
nice
pulled off
move.
that one. Yeah, I was doing all sorts of things. I'm a tester, so like I'm always about, okay, well, what if I do this? What if I do that?
Right.
So sometimes
was a
it works,
quick one,
sometimes
too.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess
Wait,
that's
what?
it. That
Okay.
was not part of the video.
There were elephants. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
That was.
There's some mounting.
I mean, it's probably because it
Some
was a
mounting
panda
tension.
massacre followed by elephant massacre.
Oh, yeah.
No. Elephants doing the massacre because it was the panda doing the massacre.
Yeah. That,
I don't know, but we're going to go with that one.
no. Sounds legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. No, I was.
That was a really good like.
we both were going to pick up that
You got
thread.
it in stereo? No, I was just going to go over this one more time because I am probably going to have to head out in a few minutes.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, we are going over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We have done the thing.
just-
we did the thing. Go us.
Just in case there was any doubt at all,
Yes, correct.
this podcast is entirely run by the community group for the community group. Neither Freeplay corporate nor any of its employees endorse or even authorize the views expressed on this podcast. We have definitely expressed some unauthorized views tonight.
Correct. Yes.
Absolutely.
They
have
know. They
been-
know nothing of what we say.
Yeah, we have been unfiltered. They didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going
We
to
caught
happen.
them by surprise, and they absolutely disapprove.
They're not. Yeah, they're not.
The man is the enemy. Hack the Gibson. Angelina Jolie looks pretty cool in that movie. I like your hair. It's true.
Live long and prosper, everybody.
I can do that too.
Yes, thank you for listening to the Panda Chat. Live long and prosper.
And rock and roll.
Oh, next event. Our next thing is Street Fighter, the movie, the game, Tuesday Night Fights!
Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
In Denton on Tuesday, right?
In Denton on Tuesday.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
So like Tuesday as in day after tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
Not today.
In Denton.
Not tomorrow. Tuesday.
Okay.
That's why it's Tuesday Night Fights. It happens on Tuesday nights.
So now tell me, is that really like there is a game that was based on
Yes.
the movie that was based on the game?
Correct.
It sounds ridiculous, but it really is Street Fighter. The
I got
movie game.
incepted. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for hanging out
Yeah.
with us.
Everybody stay safe.
Yeah.
All right.